reopen to U.S. beef products. So I do want to highlight that. That is a major challenge that we have in front of us that we need to confront, and the sooner the better. Overall, the KEIs FTA has strong support among a wide array of business sectors that increasingly recognize the importance of this agreement. Korea is a large economy with very great potential, and it's rare to find an economy that is already large and has such incredible potential as Korea. This agreement will provide U.S. exporters access to 48 million consumers in an economy that is worth almost $900 billion and a per capita income of nearly $20,000 per year. Korean consumers would benefit from lower prices on U.S. products and greater access to U.S. services, while Korean exporters would gain an edge over other countries to the vast U.S. market. I'm confident that support will grow for this FTA as Americans learn the facts about the benefits. Let's just take a look at some of these facts, and they're very, very compelling. This is the most commercially significant bilateral trade deal for the U.S. in the past 15 years. We have not done anything this big since NAFTA. So this is a huge, huge trade agreement for the U.S. Nearly 95% of bilateral trade in consumer and industrial products becomes duty-free within 3 years of entry into force. More than half, or $1.6 billion, of current U.S. farm exports go duty-free immediately. The agreement includes unprecedented commitments by Korea on market access for services, including financial services, telecommunications, and express delivery, among others. This FTA boasts state-of-the-art rights and protections for investors, new strong competitive law provisions, and substantial new protections for intellectual property rights. It also includes stronger labor and environmental safeguards than we've included in our previous FTAs. And the agreement contains strong and unprecedented provisions that level the playing field for U.S. automakers in a market in which their ability to compete has long been thwarted. So the FTA is uniquely a historic undertaking. It will cement ties between two of the world's most significant industrial economies, and we believe it will be a bellwether of the U.S. economic role in East Asia. America's relative position in East Asia is being challenged. Of 34 Asian economies surveyed for which we have data, the U.S. market share has decreased in 27 of those 34 since 1990. So we have to actively engage in the region, breaking down barriers to U.S. exports. We have to compete with our other major trading partners, all of whom are working to enhance their own competitive position in the region. If unable to enact a strong and comprehensive FTA that so clearly benefits the U.S. and Korea, we believe that U.S. credibility in Asia can be seriously damaged. So there's a lot at stake here with this agreement. There's a lot at stake, and we're taking it extremely, extremely seriously. Fearing U.S. disengagement from the region, Korea and other emerging market economies of the region will approach more willing trading partners and establish preferential agreements with them. In fact, Korea is currently negotiating FTAs with the EU, with Canada, with ASEAN, with Mexico, and India, and is considering launching FTA negotiations with China. So we're not the only ones in the game. And unless we're in there and being aggressive, we're just going to lose more ground. Rather than being at the forefront of trade in the region, shaping developments, leading countries, the U.S. will run the risk of lagging further and further behind. On the other hand, approval of the Korea FTA promises substantial benefits for many years to come, as other Asian countries will look to follow Korea's lead in building a stronger relationship with the U.S. and reforming their own economies. U.S. credibility in the region will grow, and with it, our economic position will grow. It's clear that the KEIs FTA will benefit American workers, farmers, manufacturers, and service providers. But this agreement is not just about economics. It's a lot bigger than just a free trade agreement. In foreign policy circles, the significance of the KEIs FTA to U.S.-Korea relations and to America's strategic interests in North Asia has become very clear. We can't forget that Korea borders a country led by a vision very different from our own. And we can't take for granted that our vision of open markets and economic freedom is the only idea that's being promoted in the world. This FTA allows us to strengthen our engagement with a key ally in a strategically important part of the world. Personally, I'm very optimistic that Congress will see the critical importance of the Korea FTA. I believe that U.S.-Korea economic relations, the U.S.-Korea FTA, the future of U.S.-Korean growth, our mutual growth, the future of our ability to create jobs in both of our countries is simply too important to allow us to fail. What proponents of the FTA must do in the coming months is to answer critics with facts and make sure that a small but vocal minority does not derail an agreement from which so many stand to benefit. The U.S. and Korea have a long, long history of partnership and friendship. This agreement is an opportunity for that great friendship to grow even deeper. Korea is a strong and trusted ally of the U.S. It is a strategic partner, and the U.S.-Korea Free Trade Agreement is a very important step towards strengthening that partnership and making it even more important and significantly strengthening it for many, many years to come. I can say that we are extremely proud of our special relationship with Korea, and we will work as hard as it takes to get this agreement through so that we can continue strengthening our two great countries. Thank you very much for your attention.